Ladies and gentlemen, we have another challenger. His name is Carl Pinter. Not Carpenter, not Carl, but Carl Pinter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it, and we'll lock and load. So we'll see who Carl Pinter picks today. Guys, I want to thank you for tuning into this channel. Guys, we've had some really excellent community building over the last 2 months. We've had over 150 subscribers within the span of 6 weeks, and that's crazy, dude. And that's happening because of the community we're building. So ladies and gentlemen, he is a B+. He's picking Evil Ryu. I hate boss characters, but we'll see how we do against this. Let's lock and load. All right, he didn't see that one coming. Let me lock and load. There's a hit for time. All right, let me trip his ass up. He's gonna try to throw a Shoryuken. Right as he was about to load up for that Hadoken projectile, I hit him with that low kick and wiped his health up out of there. Alright guys, I gotta lock and load. I cannot get overzealous because you never know, the tide can turn quickly in these matches. You don't want to get too arrogant. Alright, headbutt time. Oh man, he's sure you can meet him. Oh man, burnt up sumo. Barbecue sumo. What is that? That is tough. Yeah, he beat me pretty badly. I don't know what that Hadoken projectile was, but that was like barbecue sumo, dude. That was fried chicken sushi there, man. That was rough. All right, let me get aerial ASAP. Oh, man, he just threw me out of the club. All right, wow, that's rough. Okay, let me cross his ass up. Oh, threw me out of there. Ugh. How is it taking up so much health? That is not MFing fair, dude. I almost cursed, dude. I almost broke community guidelines. But that is not MFing fair right there. That Hadoken projectile like wiped all of my health. It was like that was his only ace in a hole. Okay, so he beat me on the very first match. Look, I will try to find a way around his strategy. But guys, what did you think of that first match? I started out pretty good, but man, he just wiped me on up out of there. Okay, so Evil Ryu with that really cheap ass, Hadoken projectile that wipes 50% of your health, which I hate when people use Akuma and Evil Ken and Ryu. I think that's cheap AF, but hey, we're gonna make him pay for that. All right, let me slam his ass. Oh, that kick was nasty. That was a double-double. Okay, let me see if I can get aerial. Oh man, he's trying to throw those projectiles that take all your health. Got him! When he can't execute that deadly Evil Ryu projectile, he can't win. I gotta take that away from him. All right. Headbutt time. Got him. All right, let me hit him with the high-low. All right, let me... Got him! Oh, I caught him upon out of there. Headbutt time, buddy. Got him! Boom! So, ladies and gentlemen, that is a classic case of when one person has a really difficult move for you to stop and easy for them to execute, an ace in the hole. When you take that away from them, they typically don't have a plan B. And Carpenter, he predicated on using that deadly Evil Ryu projectile, and when he wasn't able to effectively execute it, he was helpless. Alright guys, we're down to the third and final match. Let's see how this goes today. Guys, for the occasion, I'm wearing my M. Bison t-shirt. If you want to know where I get these t-shirts from, I get them from www.tpublic.com. We're at the Dawson stage. Let's lock and load. Alright, let me get up out of dodge, just for damn sure. Alright, let me keep in this corner. Alright, let me get aerial. Ah! Alright, headbutt. Boom! That's your mistake, sir. You Shoryuken too soon, and I let you throw that move. I protected myself, I blocked, and I just kicked him on up out of there. Alright, I want to get aerial ASAP. He's gonna go. There we go. I knew he was gonna do that. Oh man, I shouldn't have. Yeah, he's gonna try to zone me right now, cause. Okay, I gotta protect myself from being zoned. Yeah, I knew he's gonna do that. Okay. Headbutt. Alright. Let me toe tap his ass, trip his ass up. Okay, alright, let's do it now. There we go. Okay. Oh man, he's gonna zone. Oh man, that was tough. Oh, he got me pretty good. Hey look, so he changed the strategy up. He basically played safe. He kept me at a distance and didn't engage in a fight, and that worked for him. Alright, round 2. Oh man. Alright, let me get high-low. Alright. Hey! Alright, got him! Alright, baited him. Alright, let me jump over this. Oh man, I didn't get over that 100%. Man, this is a tough match. This is coming down to the last hit. Boom! He threw the fireball too soon. I jumped on it and I just pressured him into a corner with that 1,000-hand slap. And I took the third and final match. My goodness, guys, my heart is racing. What did you think of that? Oh, this challenger used evil Ryu and man, he was a problem. However, he had one ace-in-the-hole strategy that made it very difficult for me to win. It was easy for him to execute. There is a very prolific fireball that evil Ryu has. It is a different input from the normal Hadoken projectile where you put it in reverse and use a high kick. And man, that fireball, if it connects, can just wipe your health. And as you saw, I was barbecue sumo right there when he connected. However, when I took that strategy away from him and I timed the sumo smash correctly, he was helpless. He didn't have a contingency plan. So that is a classic case of someone who abuses a very easy move to execute, but very difficult for the opponent to stop. When you typically take that away from them, they do not have a contingency plan. And I merely rocked him that time because I took away his primary strategy. Adaptability is the key to being successful on an online ranked match. If you are one trick pony, you will be exposed and you will pay for that. Man, and my head is shiny AF, dude. I need to buff that out before I record some of these videos. Bruh. Regardless of what that being said, we've had over 150 subscribers in the span of 6 weeks. And that's happening because of your likes, subscribes, and your comments and engagement. And I want to thank you all for watching and tuning in. And let's build this community. And by doing that, you have to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And remember, by subscribing, you will never miss an episode of Street Fighter Struggles. Until next time.